Reigns is almost done for. He can sense it in him, calling him to his feet. Is he going to look for the spear once more? He flies. Oh, Reigns pushed the ref in front of him. Gargano feels a fire inside of him. Oh, no! You son of a bitch! That son of a bitch! His day will come! Hello everyone and welcome to ECW. The dust has settled on Survivor Series and the road now turns towards Anarchy Rulz in just a few days time almost. Next weekend it takes place, but here in East Garden City, New York, we got a great show coming up for you tonight. Our main event of the evening in terms of in-ring action, Kofi Kingston and Tyler Bate. The winner faces Rusev next week to determine the winner of the tournament and the number one contender to John Cena's ECW Championship. But to close out the evening, in the ring here tonight, Assistant General Manager Kurt Angle is in the building, and he's got plenty to say and plenty of news for us regarding matches to come our way at Anarchy Rulz. It's going to be a big evening here tonight for ECW, the brand that, well, there's no easy way of saying it, lost Survivor Series. 3 to Raw, 2 to SmackDown. Just the one win for ECW on that evening. Quite disappointing. But it's all about rebranding for this show now. It's all about bouncing back and proving why we deserve to call ourselves the A Show. And I'll tell you one thing, whatever happened at Survivor Series, this guy had one of the standout performances of his career. Dash Wilder making his way out here this evening for singles action against Akira Tozawa. Scott Dawson not here tonight, healing from the damage occurred heading into Survivor Series and the damage that he increased on his body with the bout at Survivor Series as well. Wilder was one of the final 2 for ECW, and remember, he pinned the United States champion Pete Dunne, rolled him up for a massive elimination, perhaps the biggest upset elimination of the whole weekend. Now he stands in this ring, ready to continue on from where he left off at Survivor Series by going up against Akira Tozawa. Warm welcome to you all for ECW here tonight. The road to Anarchy Rulz already on its way and underway. Only 2 shows to get us prepared for it, this one and the next one, and then we will be there for Anarchy Rulz. We know, of course, that it'll either be Rusev or the winner of tonight's main event match between Kofi Kingston and Tyler Bate, who will face John Cena for the ECW Television Championship. We'll find out who will be facing Rusev in the finals next week of that tournament. It's been a big tournament, and it's finally going to conclude next week, but we've still got the semi-finals to come our way this evening. It's another action as well. Rey Mysterio going to be taking on Humberto Carrillo up next. Alistair Black in the building as well. Of course, that announcement from Kurt Angle to come our way later on this evening. Brainbuster from Akira Tozawa as he tries to pick up a surprise victory over Dash Wilder there. A man carrying a lot of momentum and a man carrying a lot of support as well. Quite a few cheers coming the way of Dash Wilder as he made his way out this evening. Saito suplex right now though from Tozawa. Singles action, not Dash Wilder's specialty, and maybe being illustrated here as Tozawa getting the chance to shine. Hurricanrana takes Wilder off his feet there. Maybe all of the fire that burned within Dash Wilder could have been extinguished by Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. And he eliminated him with that spear to bring it down to himself and Gargano. And of course we saw just a few moments ago how that one ended up for Johnny Gargano and ECW as well. Beautiful bridging German suplex from Dash Wilder. Has he beaten Tozawa? Not quite. He gets the shoulder up in time at 2. Dash Wilder now on the back foot for the first portion of this match. Now quickly turning things around. giving himself a big advantage in this contest now, taking the fight to Tozawa. Nice exploder suplex. All of a sudden, Tozawa's in trouble. Wilder with the turnaround in offense. And the support to bring him on as well. It's surprising to think that the Revival now making their way out to cheers from the crowd, when just a few weeks ago, before they were representing Team ECW, it was the opposite. Tag team with the motto of no flips, just fists. Dash Wilder, there was some nice work using the ropes to his advantage, and then just going hard with a lariat in the back of the head for Akira Tozawa to endure. That's putting him in trouble. Tozawa looks like he might be out on his feet already. Wilder looking to really pick things up where they left off. The steam hasn't extinguished within him. Powerbomb maybe. No. Gory stretch. Gory stretch, but the foot of Tozawa stretching out to that bottom rope. He has got some fight back going on here. The rope saving him and maybe giving him a second life as well. Jumping takedown there from Tozawa. He'll go to the top rope here. Looks for the double foot stomp, but no one's home. Wilder evades. Neckbreaker from behind. Tozawa trying to reach for the ropes, but only Dash Wilder is there. Fireman's carry. Backbreaker onto Tozawa. And one half of the Revival with one half of the Shadow Machine. Leg is hooked, and this one is over. Wilder, well, the fire hasn't extinguished within him. He's still going, he's still winning. Singles action or not, Dash Wilder your winner. As we start things off here on ECW over Akira Tozawa. Plenty of fire in him. And it doesn't look like he's done in the ring either. Mic in hand. Let's see where this will go. Oh, wow. The Revival's home is ECW. In just a few short weeks, they've become attached to this place. And we are more than glad to home them as well. And that's what we like to hear on ECW as well. Some fighting talk. The Revival challenging the DCC for Anarchy Rulz for the ECW tag. Common! And a daze to Dash Wilder. Message received, loud and clear. Wow, Tyler Bate, he may have that big match with Kofi Kingston to focus on later on this evening, but right now, in this moment, his attention turning to his friend in Mark Andrews, trying to claw him out, it looks like, from the British Empire. Let's see, I mean, I'm not too certain about if that'll be a total success or not, but you can certainly see that there's desire in the way in which Tyler Bate is talking to Mark Andrews, trying to get him out of that group, the McIntyre Liege, trying to get him out of the British Empire. Will Mark Andrews heed the call, though? I mean, I kind of hope so. Not only because he's my fellow countryman, but he is, as Tyler Bate put it, he is better than where he currently is. He deserves better, but Bate might be stepping into business that is not his with the British Empire. Nevertheless, we move on here this evening. Rey Mysterio almost became Cruiserweight Champion at Survivor Series. Inches away, missed a splash, and Murphy capitalized. Backslide for the 3 count, but Mysterio picking himself up, dusting himself off, and coming right back to action here against Humberto Carrillo. 2 generations, really, of Mexican lucha libre wrestling. Rey Mysterio, in many ways, is a hero, an icon to Humberto Carrillo, someone he can look up to, someone who inspired Carrillo, along with, of course, Carrillo's family, to continue on that lineage and become a wrestler. And now tonight, Carrillo's going to go one-on-one against the legend that is Rey Mysterio. Glad to see the Mysterio is able to bounce back right away as well here this evening from that loss at Survivor Series, and just try and get himself back in the ring, back into shape, and maybe try and claw his way back towards Buddy Murphy, and that Cruiserweight Championship field is wide open now. Plenty of fine athletes in that division who could be looking for the next shot at Anarchy Rulz. Maybe Humberto, maybe Lio Rush, Oney, Lorcan, Cedric Alexander, Mysterio once again maybe. That division is wide open for the taking now against the man who has now become the longest reigning Cruiserweight Champion. Humberto and Rey maybe engaging in some calling about tie-up offense that we weren't expecting from these 2 men, given their path of wrestling. Trying to get a bit of one-upsmanship going between the 2 right now, as Carrillo will flip his way out from that one there. Nicely done, stalemate. And look at that, both guys feeling a little bit fired up in the corner right now. The fight will continue on. And we're trying to fire up the crowd as well to get into this match between these 2 fine athletes. Here we go. In the corner now goes Rey Mysterio. Humberto with a great chance. Icon or not, Humberto Carrillo still has a job to do in this ring, and that is to beat Rey Mysterio. And oh, he almost got one up by Mysterio there with that crucifix. Looked like it wasn't a 2 count because of Carrillo's exhaustion, but rather he couldn't get the shoulders up. Mysterio had them pinned well down, and Carrillo only able to get the shoulders up at the last possible moment. Big forearm in the face there from Mysterio now. Top rope he will go here. Humberto not sure where he is right now, but oh, moved out of the way of the leg drop there. Chance for Humberto from behind. Straight jacket German suplex. Beautiful move there from Humberto Carrillo, who's firing on all cylinders now. Look out. Oh, what a kick. Springboard kick from Humberto. May have knocked all the senses out of Rey Mysterio as a big combination comes in now. Here goes Humberto again. Springboard leg drop onto Mysterio. Great combination of moves there. One after the other from Humberto. Has he beat Mysterio? Not quite. Thought he had him, but just not to be. Mysterio getting the shoulder up at 2. Humberto staying focused though. Off the ropes. Went for a springboard drop kick. No one home. Mysterio moved out of the way. Hurricanrana as the pace is quickening now between these 2 men. I wonder, is Buddy Murphy watching on? Does he have an eye on these 2 men? Is either on his radar for that Cruiserweight Championship next? Out here again in the turnbuckle. Mysterio gets all of that forearm. Second rope he'll go now. And again, he can't get that turnbuckle maneuver. Humberto moves out of the way. Samoan driver now from Humberto. Drilled him into the mat. Sits down on the shoulders. Has he finished off Mysterio? No. Kick out of one, and Mysterio right up to his feet and runs. Humberto runs right into that Hurricanrana. He may be the older, but the experience on his side from Mysterio knew what to do and when to time it. And he timed it perfectly. Look out now from behind. Poison Rana, maybe no transitions. Into another Hurricanrana. This time, both legs are hooked. Is Humberto done for? Oh, it was close. Left hand certainly close to coming out of the mat for 3 there, but Humberto getting the shoulder up in time. As if we were talking about the key moments in this matchup, Humberto's only really had one. Mysterio's had a few now. Humberto going to turn things around if he wants to beat Rey Mysterio here. Samoan driver once again. That could be a perfect position for Humberto to go to the top rope, and it's exactly what he's going to do. But Mysterio may be a little bit too alive for Humberto to hit a move on the mat. He'll call Mysterio to his feet. Crossbody. No. Oh, look at that. Rey Mysterio. Incredible strength. That was fantastic from Mysterio. How did he manage to pull that off? And Humberto. No, there we go. Now the response coming from Humberto. I thought he was done for a moment there. Oh, nice chop in the chest. Here we go. Off the ropes. Beautiful. In the corner with that arm drag. That was a thing of beauty. Fujiwara armbar, but Mysterio. Again, that experience just hooking his arm around that bottom rope to make sure that Humberto can't get the submission win. Backstabber from Humberto now. Rey bringing out a lot in Humberto here tonight. And he almost scored a massive win. But Mysterio got the shoulder up at 2 there. Back and forth these guys are going. It's a really entertaining matchup so far. But Mysterio's strength. Really didn't expect to see it here this evening. Pulling the crowd into it again. Maybe he's looking to dial it up a little bit later on. Humberto, though, certainly denying it now. Up and over the top rope goes Mysterio. Not a place you want to be. And Humberto's going to make sure that's the case. On the apron. Back suplex. Oh, that is not a nice move at all. And Humberto knows that Mysterio could be out here. Humberto calling Mysterio to his feet. Oh, Mysterio just a little bit too fast for him. Before he could plan out what to hit next, Mysterio came right at him. Shoulder charging him to the outside. And it looked like a nasty landing for Humberto as well. He's looking out on his feet here. And Mysterio senses it. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from Mysterio now. Perfect position. Frog splash. Oh, to Latino heat with that one. Second rope. Another splash. That landing on the outside could have been the beginning of the end. Back-to-back splashes from Mysterio. Lining it up before he's dialing it up. Up against the ropes. 619. And to that top rope he'll go now. With Humberto practically out of it. He'll try to get to his feet, but no one's home in Humberto's head. West Coast pop follow-up. 1, 2. Mysterio has done it. That was one hell of a combination and one hell of a rebound for Mysterio as well from his defeat at Survivor Series. Back-to-back splashes. 619, West Coast pop, and your winner this evening is Rey Mysterio. Great win for him as well. Wait, no, it's Murphy. Big boot on Rey. Murphy from behind again. Long down again into the turnbuckle. No, right for boost coming up from... No. Murphy with a chair. What the hell is he doing? Oh, the... God damn, something the knee of Mysterio. The surgically repaired knee of Mysterio. No. God. Seth Rollins is back! And what a return it was as well. A hero's welcome in Atlanta as Seth Rollins made his return at Survivor Series. While he may have come up on the losing side of things, Rollins, after the bout was over, tweeting 71-18, "Thank you, Kazuchika Okada." While Seth Rollins is not yet ready to make a full-time return, we won't have to wait much longer for the GOAT to be back on ECW week in and week out. This crowd still trying to take in what we just saw there from Murphy. That was a step too far. Paramedics came out and attended to Rey Mysterio. He's helped out of the arena. Hopping out of it as well. He could hardly stand on that leg. Murphy just made not even a weakness, but rather it's a surgically repaired knee. How many operations has Mysterio had on that now to keep on doing what he loves? And Mysterio, instead of celebrating victory, had to be carried out of the ring here this evening because of Buddy Murphy and his actions. Things certainly don't look like they've finished off from where Survivor Series was, and I really hope for a speedy recovery from Mysterio as well. But right now, Oney Lorcan stands in the ring as we move on here on ECW. And as the lights die down, the candles are lit on the stage because one man is about to make his way out. Last year's King of the Ring, the man who deals the hand of vengeance to whomever crosses its path. Alistair Black is here. We saw Black last week on ECW hitting a black mass backstage on Randy Orton and telling him that vengeance had called its card and dealt its hand towards Randy Orton, the Viper in the sights of Alistair Black. And if those two men are to cross paths once more, what we saw 2 weeks ago on ECW, that could be something that doesn't even rival what could happen again if they meet once more. Black making his way towards the ring, and we've heard a lot of predictions about Alistair Black, and I've made them myself as well. ECW champion by the end of the year seems like a fair call to make when it comes to Alistair Black. The danger that this man possesses within the ring. The danger that Oney Lorcan is about to experience here tonight. And if vengeance wants what vengeance wants, Randy Orton will be next in that man's sights as well. So here we go, Alistair Black ready and raring to go. Crowd here in East Garden loving what they see as well from Black. If all else fails, whatever he may have in sight, if he's done with Randy Orton, could vengeance call the card of Tetsuya Naito? Would Naito want to cross a man like Alistair Black? Maybe I'm getting a little bit too ahead of myself, because right now Oney Lorcan is about to cross Alistair Black. If there's anyone who's going to give Alistair Black one hell of a fight, it's going to be Oney Lorcan. Raising them up as he made his way towards the ring. Lorcan always ready for a fight, always ready to throw down whoever it is, but he wasn't ready for that double stop from Alistair Black that could end things already. Covers made. Lorcan kicking out at the count of one. Look at these strikes early on now from Alistair Black. just raining them down onto Oney Lorcan here, beating him down. Lorcan, though, gets the leg up in time, and a smack in the face there of Alistair Black. That's not a man who you want to try and fire up or piss off, because he can return fire 10 times harder than you think he can. Get the strength here from Lorcan. Powerbomb, stacks him, covers made, shoulders down. Oney Lorcan almost upset Alistair Black right then and there. Look out now, gut wrench incoming. No, Black counters it. Good counter as well. Saito suplex dumps him on his head. Alistair Black keeps on cooking now. On the back foot for only a moment. He's right back to things going the way he wants them to. Is the Viper in the building? Is Randy Orton keeping an eye out on Alistair Black here, I wonder? Vengeance may have dealt its hand towards Randy Orton, but the RKO always lies in wait for whoever wants to cross it. Black got right back up to his feet from that belly to belly. Well, that powerbomb rocked him. And Oney Lorcan looking to pick up some pace here in this contest. Looking to return fire. Over the top rope. No, Black pulled back in but made the counter there with a jawbreaker. But rocked Oney Lorcan as well. Look out now. Here comes Alistair Black and his combinations. Lorcan's speed only really factoring in for a moment. Huge spinning knee there from Alistair Black. Covers made. Leg is hooked. Oh, count of two there on the Boston native. Look out now, Alistair Black, top rope, dangerous place to be. Lorcan getting up to his feet. Black looked like he was going for a double axe handle, maybe an elbow onto the back. Lorcan moved out of the way. Neckbreaker follow-up from Lorcan there. Look out now, Northern Light suplex, nicely done. Angled it just a little wrong there, did Oney Lorcan, but that doesn't matter, he's fired up now. He's raring to go here. Right hand, counter from Black with a forearm. Black now, springboard knee back into the ring. Fantastic move there from Alistair Black, covers made after it. Oney Lorcan again, and forced the shoulder up at 2. Alistair Black wanted a fight. He wants a fight every time he's in the ring, and Oney Lorcan certainly giving him one right now. Lorcan, double leg takedown. In come the right hands. Black covering up to the best of his abilities, but Lorcan looks like he got in some good shots. Lorcan now going to take a risk. Top rope he goes. Oh, went for the knee, but no one home. Black just too quick for Lorcan, and a kitchen sink sends him up and over the knee of the king of the ring. Oh. Hear the power in that kick, but you could hear the thud in that clothesline as well. Just one of those beat 'em up, drag 'em out style fights that both men really enjoy. Lorcan now, triangle leg lock here around the head of Alistair Black. Has it locked in tight. Could Black be forced to tap out here? No. Push his way out there. Lorcan comes right back in though. Big time move from Lorcan. Uh-oh, top rope. Oh, did you hear that chop? Alistair Black felt it. And he comes back with a knee. Double foot stomp as well. But the leg is caught, can't follow up. Dragon screw instead from Lorcan. Lorcan really impressing me in this contest thus far. And maybe impressing Alistair Black as well. Went for the power bomb, but Black gets the counter. Fights his way out on his shoulders, kicking the chest there. Uh-oh, look at him come the kicks again. Ducks it, but again, that kick in the chest strikes. Black now. Cutter! Leaping cutter there on Oney Lorcan. Black end to the top rope now. And a moonsault from Alistair Black. Lorcan wasn't prepared for it, and he got nailed by it. And now, Alistair Black getting every single one of those shots as he looks to finish off Oney Lorcan this evening. Second rope now. Black calling Lorcan to his feet. And went for a Meteora, but no one was home. Lorcan, even after all the punishment he just took, he's still alive. Brings him in. Crossface maybe. Legs of Alistair Black in the ropes there. Lorcan looked for that duck under. Didn't pan out the way he wanted it to, however. Should have done in the opposite direction. Look out. He'll try again here. This time, Black doesn't look like he's in the ropes, but Lorcan will let go immediately. Lorcan staying on offense here, however. Gut first onto that top rope. He will go. Forearm shot. Uppercut follows up as well. Now it's Alistair Black who's rocked. Could this be a massive upset win for Oney? Lorcan! Sweeper slam there. And a sweeping one at that. Alistair Black, though, comes back. And again, the kicks incoming. Elbow, kick, knee. Oney Lorcan rocked. Trying to pull himself up to his feet. Trying to use the ropes to bring him up to a vertical basis. That may not have been his smartest idea because Alistair Black is lying in wait right behind him. Look at that. Lorcan comes back though. Body blow from Lorcan. Look out, back suplex maybe. Yes, got all of it. Could Lorcan look for the blockbuster now? Could he look for the half Nelson slam? Alistair Black will just never give him the chance to look for it, as he keeps on coming back with powerful move after powerful move. Look at these kicks. Imagine how much they're taking out of Oney Lorcan as well. How much damage is being done with every single kick. Springboard! Roundhouse kick there. Oney Lorcan down in the middle of the ring. Black up on the top rope. Double foot stomp. Looked like it was the knees instead, actually. Missed with the feet, but got all of the knees. Lorcan, is he out on his feet? Well, now he is! Running knee from Alistair Black. And he is eyeing up his victim tonight. Rocking back and forth. Roundhouse, Black Mass. What a combination! And that finished Oney Lorcan. My goodness! Can we get a replay of that one? Look at this. 1, 2. Good night, Oney Lorcan. That rocked him. That knocked him out. Oney Lorcan fought, but he fell to Alistair Black here this evening. Oh, KO! If vengeance has dealt his hand, then he'll fight back. Randy Orton challenging Alistair Black for Anarchy Rulz. While the sting and memory of Survivor Series reigns true throughout not only Team ECW, but the brand as a whole, the team captain himself, Johnny Gargano, took to Twitter after the bout was over, tweeting he was sorry that he had failed ECW, but Naito had pissed off the wrong man. Has Tetsuya Naito finally bitten off more than he can chew? Well, folks, it is time for our main event. No! Wait! Evil! Where the hell did he come from? Evil and Goto! Are you kidding me? Here comes Ishii, but Evil saw him coming and he's jetting for it! Ishii may well be taking up what Goto asked him for last week against a common enemy in LIJ, but right now, folks, it's time for our main event of the evening. Kofi Kingston and Tyler Bate, who faces Rusev next week. Trying to make sure that Evil is out of the building and that no member of LIJ is in sight. certainly considering that their recent attitude to ECW, and of course from what we saw as well last week on this show. We're not going to have a repeat of that happening here tonight, but right now, folks, it is time for Kingston and Bate to square off against one another to face Rusev next week in the finals of the ECW Television Championship tournament to determine who will be the #1 contender to John Cena's title at Anarchy Rulz. Rusev, of course, with a bit of luck coming his way, given the fact that he has essentially a free bye in the semi-finals because of Alistair Black and Randy Orton going to a double count-out. Kingston defeated Lio Rush to get to this point. Tyler Bate defeated Triple H last week. And now that brings these two men squaring off against each other. Rusev will be one match fresher and 2 more weeks without competing if Tyler Bate makes it into the semi-finals. Maybe even longer, actually. Rusev is going to have a big advantage here this evening, whoever he takes on. Not only by size, by weight, but by rest as well. But who will it be who he's going to square off against? Because here comes the mustachioed magnificence himself, Tyler Bate, coming towards the ring. These guys are really going to give it their all in this one. I can't wait to watch these two men throw down in this main event. There's a part of me that wishes this would be the finals, but that's not the way the cookie crumbles. Rusev awaits either of these men, and I'm sure when that day comes around next week for whoever wins here this evening, it's going to be one of the toughest they've ever been through. Already seen Tyler Bate once this evening, of course, backstage talking with Mark Andrews. So I wonder, is that still running through his mind, or is Bate, is he game planned? Is he focused? Is he ready? Is he dialed in to becoming the finalist alongside Rusev for the right to face John Cena? Or is that still, is the thought of him and Mark Andrews backstage, is that discussion still running through his mind? Is he not as dialed in? It could certainly be the case, and you do not want to be making any mistakes. You do not want to be daydreaming elsewhere, certainly not when you're in the ring against Kofi Kingston as well. So here we go. Against the ropes, clean break between the two. Yes, it will be. Referee didn't even need to intervene in that one. Kingston, of course, made his return a few weeks ago on ECW, having been placed on the injury shelf by Corin many months ago. Powerbombed off that stage up there, but he's made a full recovery. The New Day reunited with himself and Xavier Woods. Now he's continuing on as he looks to get some single success for himself against the former NXT champion in Tyler Bate. Oh, went for the clothesline there, but Bate able to duck under and move out of the way. And so here we go. Nice thunderous chop there from Bate, not once but twice. Counter made there by Kofi Kingston. Right hand coming in now. Uppercut up against the ropes is Tyler Bate. Comes off it. Looking to slam him down, but Bate able to get himself off the shoulders there and out of trouble. From behind now, German suplex with a bridge early on here. And Bate almost able to drag himself into the finals with that one alone. Big right hands. Could be a right hand big enough to knock down a Bulgarian brute next week from Tyler Bate as well. Look out here, snapmare now. Big kick in the back from Kofi Kingston. Give the chance of Kofi at the start of the match, so maybe this crowd is on Team Kofi, as it's certainly two well-respected athletes going at it here this evening. Nice smack in the chest there by Kofi Kingston, trying to keep Bate in this chin lock. But all that seemed to do was fire up Tyler Bate and bring him out of the hold, elbowing free of that chin lock, and a drop kick is nailed by Kingston. By Bate rather, onto Kingston. Look out now. Bate in. Brainbuster, beautiful thing. Arm hooked around Kofi's shoulders, pinned down, but it's not close enough. It's still only two. Thought he had him there, but just not to be the case. Beautiful rollover though into that cover. There's Bate now working with speed to try and take care of Kingston here. Look out, he has the legs. Turning it over, Boston Crab, a little bit of a higher angle in it as well than usual. Not sitting down at the back, but talking the legs up in the air. Really nasty angle for Kingston. Look out, he's got the leg though. Great escape there from Kingston. Grabbing at the leg and kicking Bate away as well to break free. Both men back up to a vertical basis now, and Kingston with a double stomp. Thunderous kick into the back as well by Kingston. Look out now, has the arm here. What are we going to see? Up and over goes Tyler Bate. Made though by Bate. These guys going back and forth already with one another. Wait a minute. Bate on the apron. Oh, he saw Kota Ibushi on SmackDown and wants to do the same. Look at it. It's incredible. Fantastic from Tyler Bate. And he'll look to follow up now. Top rope here. Incoming. Crossbody from Bate. Leg is hooked. Is it Bate and Kingston in the finals? Referee slow into the cover. But Bate's got him pinned. But it's only 2. Could have been 3. Referee took a long time to make the count there. And that could have cost Tyler Bate, who gets hit with a big uppercut now by Kingston. And again, Kingston has the arm, kips him up and over once more. As Kofi Kingston is staying on focus here. Bate pulling himself up into the corner. Kingston allowing him to get himself up to his feet as well. Nice bit of respect showing. But it's Kingston who's right back on the offense. Tornado DDT in the corner. Onto Tyler Bate. Middle of the ring. Kingston not going to look for a cover. So Dragon Sleeper instead. Dragon Sleeper onto Bate. Bate may have to tap here. Is it Kingston and Rusev in the finals? No, it won't be. Bate will break free. Oh, went for a lariat, and again Kofi ducks it. Such quick timing and speed there from Kofi Kingston. Tyler Bate just unable to work around it. Look out now, top rope. Bate in a precarious predicament, but elbows himself free. Now on the top rope. Oh, he's plucked out of midair though. Kofi caught him and dumps him into the mat. Bate rolling out to the apron, trying to find safety, trying to find some time to breathe. Kofi Kingston, though, not going to give him that tenure. Great suplex back into the ring by Kofi Kingston. And again, he's gotten cheering on Kofi here this evening as he knocks Bate to the outside here. That finished off Humberto. That practically knocked the lights out of him earlier on this evening. But it's not going to do the same for Tyler Bate. A big, strong boy fighting on here. Perching Kofi up on the barricade here. Big boot into the side of Kofi's head. Bate getting aggressive now. On the shoulders, look out here. Snake eyesing him into the apron. Big thud for Kingston to endure. He was the one who brought Bate to the outside, but he's the one paying for it now, as it's Bate in control. Referee going to stop his count as Bate up on the top rope here. Oh, went for a 450. Kingston moved out of the way. Trouble in Paradise, no. Bate counted it. Look out. Overhead suplex. What a sequence. Back and forth they went time and time again. And Tyler Bate looks like he might be about to finish off Kofi Kingston here. Kick in the gut. Hooks the arms in. Tyler Driver. He's about to finish him off. But wait a minute. It's McIntyre. Drew McIntyre in the building. Maybe that was why Bate didn't go for the cover. A stare down between two men. Trouble in Paradise. Bate turned right into it. Kingston nailed him with it. Kofi covers off the distraction. Kofi Kingston is going to the finals. It is Kingston and Rusev next week. I thought that was going to do it for Bate, that Tyler Driver. But then McIntyre made his way out. Kingston may have never seen the distraction, but just acted on instinct. Trouble in paradise. Cover follows up, and Kofi Kingston will face Rusev next week. Oh, but hang on the outside. Claymore! Claymore kick from McIntyre. Mark Andrews just watching on backstage. He didn't say anything to Bate, but what he is showing is where his allegiance lies. And there we have it, folks. Controversy abound with it, but it makes it official for next week. Kofi Kingston will face Rusev, and the winner of that match will face John Cena for the ECW Television title at Anarchy Rulz. That is to come next week, but to close things off here this evening, Assistant General Manager Kurt Angle gonna head to the ring and make some big announcements for the Anarchy Rulz pay-per-view. The floor now belongs to the Olympic gold medalist. As we close things out in this episode of ECW. Highly chaotic once again. Plenty to think about. Plenty to digest. And plenty, if you had to ask me, that'll carry on into next week. And maybe into and after Anarchy Rulz as well. Well, here he is. The Olympic gold medalist making his way out. Kurt Angle, the Assistant General Manager of ECW. Heading towards the ring. When the show's on the air, he takes over my job. And Angle out here tonight to a raucous reception from the New York crowd. Kurt Angle has done plenty of good since becoming, or since joining rather, the ECW board. And he's going to look to do some more here tonight. Big announcements to come his way. I'm looking forward to whatever he's got to deliver heading into Anarchy Rulz, taking in the reaction from the crowd, as the floor now belongs to him. Angle's certainly right about that one. Survivor Series did sting for ECW, no pun intended, but it is time to move on. And that is a pretty good start as well. 2 title matches made right here, right now. The Revival against the DCC and Rey Mysterio. Despite his condition, he is going to face Murphy once again for the cruiserweight title. Oh, and there you have it as well. Some grudge matches to be settled at Anarchy Rulz. Alistair Black and Randy Orton. And McIntyre and Bate as well. Battle of Britain at Anarchy Rulz. Oh boy. Oh, Angle making a big risk now. Asking for the ECW Champion to make his way out. Well, we've seen Evil in the building. And he might want to turn his attention to the Titantron. There's Naito. And that is a raucous amount of booze raining in for Naito as well. What a surprise. Well, apologies for the language. Naito getting under ECW's and New York's skin in one quick move. What is Naito alluding to? Again, apologies for the language, folks. This is disgusting behavior on ECW. But what is he alluding to with representing him? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Kurt, turn around. Takahashi, Hiromu in the ring with a steel chair in hand. Angle saw it coming. Steel chair back in the face of Takahashi. Angle slam to the tie bomb. Nailed him with it. Angle slam takes down Takahashi. Naito's plan backfiring. Good. And it seems as if this is why he wanted Naito out here. Gargano's gonna get his rematch, but there's more to come. Oh, Naito crossed the wrong boss. Adam Cole and Braun Strowman are added to the match. The most wanted man on ECW is the most hunted man. Naito will defend the title against Gargano, Cole, and Strowman. It's a fatal four-way at Anarchy Rulz.